Hi everybody, hope that you're well. I've just come from a series of meetings about the welfare changes today, so I thought I'd give you a quick update at around 6 o'clock in the evening. Many of you know I was one of the original 108 MPs that signed the reasoned amendment last week because I was concerned about the changes to the daily living component of personal independence payment and also the sequencing of support. Since then, we've had several meetings with cabinet members and with whips, and into today there was still a huge sticking point, and that was that there were concerns that the payments and what people were entitled to financially, the system was going to change on the financial side before the wider review of personal independence payments, including the descriptors, which are so important when it comes to assessing disability. The government has on the floor of the House within the last hour confirmed that it will remove the relevant clauses from the bill at committee, which will mean that the TIMS review, which is this wider review, will take place and conclude looking at the PIP eligibility and the descriptors before the new system comes into play. In other words, the review will conclude in the autumn and the new system will be put in play from November. What this ultimately means is that all current PIP claimants are protected. That was confirmed last week, that the new system will be co-produced and that system will now be in place before any financial changes are implemented. The true impact, therefore, of these changes is that can only be assessed under the new system and not under the current one. I think backbenchers have worked really hard together to try and make sure that their constituent voices are heard, and I have personal assurances that if those changes aren't made in the next week or so and reflected in legislation, then I will be within my rights to vote against the bill. We have to live within our means as a country. I appreciate that costs can't spiral and the welfare state needs reform, and I think that there's a consistent view on that across Parliament. But for me, we shouldn't see disabled people, we shouldn't see those that use PIP as an in-work benefit. We shouldn't be looking at them as ways of saving money. The focus now should be on the transformational change that's needed to get more disabled people trained and employed so that everybody can benefit from a great job, and that in turn will reduce the costs to the state. It has been a difficult 10 days, but I'm really pleased that our voices have been heard, and I'll therefore be supporting the government based on the promises that have been made at this second reading, knowing that there are further votes to take place over the next couple of weeks.